all black folks say that. All the black folks, not even conspiracy alone. It's the thought process about how it's going to affect black folks.
Yeah,
and
because something
we're
always
not
does.
wrong. We're not wrong.
Welcome to Color Red. We back. Now look, people. I know. This is not our regular schedule.
It's been a long time.
We always come back with something bigger and better, and that's what we gearing up.
Big facts.
It's gonna be bigger and better. It's gonna be lovely. But we gotta get there. It's gotta be the right moves. It's gotta be. It's gotta be mighty. You gotta be mighty in your moves. You gotta move with might.
Yes.
If the might not moving with it, you can't move might. You might not make it.
Might not make it.
King Marlon in building.
That's me. Squat.
Sample. This is to the stage, right?
Got me moving.
It's a smooth.
Got me moving. What's up?
Sample guy, Goat Studio.
What's goody, man? This nigga floating in and out.
Hey, floating, bro. You gotta love technology. Like I'm saying. See, that's what I'm saying. Technology is amazing. S. Carter, engineering on this, not here today. You know how he's on. He's getting that paper, dangly earring swab. Man, like we said, it's been a while. So we're just gonna run through some hot topics, man. Hot topics. Y'all want to catch up with us, catch up on some opinions. I'm gonna start off with, just checking in on my people real quick. How are y'all doing? How have y'all been? How's your week been so far? We're recording this on a Wednesday. Did y'all watch Versus? I thought that was pretty cool. What's up?
Did not watch Versus. It was
Didn't
all right.
watch it.
I'm in a fantasy football league. It's not with Pringo. I'm actually active. I won my first week.
Wow.
Lost my second week because of fucking Landry on some bullshit getting injured. Fucking clowns. Yeah. It's working. Little ones getting littler and bigger.
Man, big little ones.
Out here pushing the weight.
How are you, sir, man? What's your week been like?
I've been well, man. I've been swimming in the treacherous waters of corporate America during this whole Biden over 100 employee shit where people have been leaving.
Yeah, that's weird.
That was my question to you all. Like Temple and I was talking about it off camera, that you said a few people have already said they got to get up out of there. Like they already left.
Yep.
Do you see this being
the thing?
A thing, because personally, my work said, like, we had a whole meeting about, like, will it be mandatory get it or you gotta go, or will it be have to have it and then we'll do a testing every week? And it came down to, like, if we lose half our staff to not having a vaccine, we can't operate. So we got to.
So y'all ran through mandatory.
We rather do the testing, the testing, and if you have the vaccine, you have the vaccine. But testing every week. Every week.
Now, is y'all doing home testing? Is y'all making them go out to the?
You gotta come in early. No, we're gonna buy a tester and just gotta come in early and do it.
Because I know there's some companies that's sending people out, and apparently they gotta come out of pocket. Not a lot of people do that. So there's a lot of people doing that.
And that's what they said too. That's what they said too. They're gonna make it come out of pocket.
My company, what they're doing is now that they're making management get the vaccine. So anybody under management don't have to get the vaccine. It's not mandatory. Random, right? But managed because they have the ability to move to different stores more than anybody else. So I get, but it just still kind of don't make sense because it's like they said it was that and it was like something else. And I guess because they have the ability to meet the higher ups, so if that shut down, that's fucking up a lot of shit. So that's kind of like a catch-22 on how much the company really cares about you. But anybody not management though, pretty much they say like keep on rocking. Good fuck. Well, you get sick, PTO.
Yeah, man.
They don't give a fuck. They don't care.
Sample, are you worried about like a mass exodus, or is it just like a couple people here, a couple people there?
I think this may be the start of the mass exodus of homeowners as a whole.
Yeah,
they're really close to retirement age, and
why not?
Why not take this paid time off, take this vacation, and sit my ass at home while y'all figure out this pandemic shit?
There's
all in all, that sounds smart.
A guy I work out with who said he's been in the office 3 times over the last like 5 years, and they're making all people his level get vaccinated.
Wow!
So he's not even
see people.
He's not even, but the people he does, like he talks to the contractors and stuff like that. But he's he was a contractor, and then he got hired in by the company. Okay. So now he's talking to contractors and stuff like that. So the fact that he has to meet contractors on like site or whatever is why they're trying to make him get it. But it's the 100 employees thing, but he's not at the 100 employees office. He's at home. So it's like,
it's the fact y'all got that possibility for contact.
Exactly. But that's like his dream job though. Like that's his job he's loved up until this point where it's like, oh, now this job that I love, I got to think about rethinking on. Like, I think a lot of people who hate their job are in that position where like, shit, I'm not about to get jabbed for that shit. I'm out.
Yeah, especially if they don't want to do it, and a lot of people just don't pay for medical, so they definitely sure don't want to go out of pocket. But I was talking to my it was this new cat that came from a different location, and he was assistant manager, so I was just talking to him. And like his whole concept was on why he wanted to get out the way. He's like, man, I'm about to do the country. Somebody go to Jamaica in 4 months, somebody go Taiwan the next year after that. And it was like, and I'm going from store to store, so I gotta get the shot. And I was like, that's a good point. It's not even work related. It's just the fact that he's trying to live his life.
Right.
And to do that, he gotta get the shot. So it's like, damn. So that really is affecting a lot. You just doing your day to day. So it's like back and forth.
If you ain't got it, you can't travel. Like, just to be real, if you ain't got it, you can't travel. Like traveling to Hawaii, you gotta wait a 10-day quarantine period and shit like that. So you gotta take a month off to even go to Hawaii for real. So now Jamaica and all that, like the resorts are pretty good with COVID safety and shit like that. They got rapid testing and like areas and masks and all that.
They test before you get there?
Well, you gotta, I don't know the specifics, but I'm going off of Pringle's honeymoon and how they had what they were saying the testing was, and if you need to be quarantined or something like that. So it's pretty safe is what I heard.
Okay, they went out their way to make sure everybody's okay with what's going on.
Yeah, because you still drinking and you want to be around people and shit like that. So it's a party shit. So you want to be safe. But that's crazy. Like, okay, here's where I'm at, right? Mm-hmm. I'm not anti-vax. I'm pro-choice. I'm pro-choice in a lot of ways. I'm pro-choice in a lot of ways, especially this way and with the women. We're gonna talk about sex soon. But the conspiracy theorist in me says, no, when is it a conspiracy theory, and when does it come true, And
it's funny.
Why are we crazy when shit's come true?
All black folks say that. All the black folks, not even conspiracy alone. It's the thought process about how it's going to affect black folks.
Yeah,
and
because something always does.
Wrong. We're not wrong. We're definitely right. But it's just funny on how the world, how we're conditioned.
Black folks know history. Black folks know history.
Now, this ain't the first time they experiment on some niggas.
We might not know the full name, but we can piece together the history that we've heard, and it's been reset to us correctly, and we can regurgitate it, because we know when it's like, oh yeah, the Tahiti experiment, the Tahiti experiment. Like, yeah, we know what you're trying to say, bro. I got you. But yes, you know your history, and you know you're not to trust the government fully, because they did test on us, and they did do experiments on us. And where did cocaine come from? Where did cocaine come from? Who dropped the guns and drugs off into the hoods? Just questions like that.
Who put the liquor store on every corner?
Who took the black man out the home because they wanted to give him welfare? There's a whole bunch of things. There's a whole bunch of things where we can relate it to. But when I listen to Joe Rogan and I hear his conspiracy theorist friends come on and say they're going to make us all be vaccinated and have us do this social crediting thing where we snitch on each other, and they laughed at it. But now there's people at jobs, they're like, he didn't pull his mask up when he came out the bathroom. They're snitching on people for not wearing masks. They're snitching. Australia right now is wild. They're breaking in people's houses and taking away their kids.
No, they not.
They are kicking in doors. Look, if you test positive and you try to leave your house, you're getting arrested.
And you try to leave your home, you're getting arrested.
And they're taking your kids away and they're putting them into a home. Like, they are not playing over there. And we think it's, I don't want to say.
But what if the children got COVID too? Like, that'd be
exactly.
Like, now you're spreading it, mass spread.
I'm not wishing this to happen, but just how we were saying, like, oh man, that COVID thing over in Asia is crazy. Let's go on about the Super Bowl in our lives. That's what they're saying about the Australia shit. That Australia shit is crazy. But no, if we keep getting these variants and these breakthrough cases, no, the fucking vaccine is wearing off. The fucking vaccines is wearing off. Fucking vaccines are wearing off, and people are still getting COVID and dying from it.
And it's funny that you said that, because like everybody keeps saying like it's not the first one that gets you, it's the second one. It's the second one that really hits you.
Exactly.
So it's like so the first one, because we know that first one was for that first strand of COVID. Now we have the second strand. That second one's supposed to hit you. Now you telling me we on the third one? We're already at that third mark?
The lambda.
Lambda.
So the fact of people they're not going to shut down America again. They're not going to lose that much money. They're not going to let Bezos make that much money. They're not going to let us lose that much money. People are not going back to work after this. If they try to do another shutdown and give people money again, people are just going to say fuck it and never go back to work.
It's funny. I would say that we can't even afford to do it, but they're just going to keep printing money.
They printed money and nothing happened. They printed money and it's supposed to be a inflation, right? Sampling. Am I wrong here? When you print more money, if you print more money, price of things goes up because there's more money in there, because you just made money appear. They printed
everything from lumber to food to medicine since this shit started. It's almost doubled.
Boom.
In some prices.
Boom. So shit has already doubled. People do not want to go back to work. You can walk into pretty much any restaurant and there's a help wanted sign. Big help on that sign.
Not even this fast food is regular job, bro. Like regular everyday jobs.
Why go back to work?
Come back?
You said what now?
You see what they're doing to get people to come back?
What?
Shit, doubling the wages.
Oh yeah. Oh, I thought you were gonna say they giving them weekly pay. I would have loved weekly pay. They're like, no, we'll pay you weekly and you get a $50 today if you come work. Like that's what I saw at Burger King. They were like, we'll pay you today. You'll get you'll get we money today.
You know, it's funny, like this. Yeah, you said it, but the incentives is getting ridiculous.
Yeah. That's what I'm
like the advanced incentives.
Yeah,
I know, but like that's ridiculous. Like the first they first was saying like, hey, look, come to job, you don't give a fuck. You can smoke weed. Do whatever you want to do. Now they like, hey, you want money up front? Here you go.
Amazon's not they're not testing for weed no more.
Amazon's no longer testing for weed because look, people are like, look, Amazon is so bad. It's on what like if I was looking at their like profit level and then their staff's mental ability to hang on, it's like a delicate balance that just keeps playing with each other. And people we're going to start quitting that shit. They're like, man, I'm cool. The pandemic giving me a better check. I don't gotta lose up to 1,000 calories every hour. I ain't running around. You ain't about to beat me all the time. I'm cool. They had to double that pay. They fuck or up the pay. Had to give them more what you call it, benefits, and but they're not decreasing hours. They're not decreasing hours.
Guess what else they did? They had a random vax lottery where they're buying people cars flat out or giving people $100,000 for getting vaxxed. They've given this to 8 people in the company. 4 people got cars and 4 people got $100,000, and they were at the plant level.
Really? Man, see, okay. $100,000 can change your life. If you do it correctly,
I'm not 100,000.
Yeah, it can change your life. I ain't saying it's gonna change your kids' life because you can fuck up 100,000. You can fuck up 100,000 easy. But is 100,000 worth? So you're talking about like 10,000 a decade? Nah, I mean like 10,000 a year for a decade.
Yeah,
and then that decade is up, and you got some type of weird growth coming in you. Nah, I can't do it.
Most drug dealers make less than that.
Really?
10,000 a year?
Yeah.
Good drug dealers or
no, the basics.
Most drug dealers.
The basics.
We're talking about the median drug dealer.
Yeah, the Reggie drug dealers. I just did that math on that. That doesn't count. Like you trying to tell me 10,000 a year to be experimented on. I'm cool, bro. You can't even like make that make sense in like any numbers. Like yeah, like my kid's school is 17,000. Like I'm still owed for that year. Like the car note, the car I want. Like what car? What car? I'm getting a Lambo. Like, what car I'm getting?
How severe is the what you thought that you're doing?
Side effects?
Yeah.
You don't know.
I mean, they gotta have some. Oh, so you're the first testing.
No, you should be talking about the vaccine. Like Amazon is giving people cars and 100,000 to get the vaccine.
Okay, but at this point, we know what the effects are.
Do we?
Ish. I say ish.
Death, nigga.
I don't know. Yeah.
But
if you older, you get it. If you older, it's no brainer.
Yeah.
It's to get it.
If you older,
you gonna die anyway. Sorry.
I'm saying like you don't gotta worry about the next 20 years if you older. But if you get it now, when you 40, you gotta worry about something. 40s young, especially in the in the 2030s. That's still young. You don't know what's going to drop in 2031. You know, you might drop the limitless pill. Now you 21 again. You running around. but now you got something in your blood that don't let you do the limitless shit. Like,
well, I'm hoping that pill cure everything.
I'm not saying, look, nothing could happen. You know, absolutely nothing could happen. Everybody, like, the fucking pandemic dies down. Everybody goes back to their normal scheduled programming of being around each other at concerts. They're already doing.
It won't be the same.
It won't be the same. It won't be. It's gonna be different for everybody.
The easiness of certain things that we got, the conveniency out of the pandemic, we're keeping those.
Oh yeah,
I can see it already. A lot of that we're keeping that.
All the curbside pickup stuff is amazing. Like, I never want to go into a store but I know what I want. Put that TV in my trunk. I paid for it. Let's go. Like, I don't need to ever walk into a grocery store again. Like, as long as you get my order right, I don't need to go in there. Have them joints in the cart, throw them in my trunk. Let's go.
I don't trust other people to pick my produce.
Look, I've heard that before, and I've experienced a person picking bad produce for me. I completely understand that. I do farmers markets and farm shares for all my produce. So
I can do it all. That's amazing. And they pick bad produce. Was it rotten?
No,
or just like you picked it up and all of a sudden got a blemish somewhere.
I'm talking about Instacart that did the bad produce, but to counteract that, I get my produce from like farm shares and the farmers markets around town and shit.
You know, you can make up to like $600-700 a day doing Instacart.
It's good money. It's good money because, like, the tip, you get a good ass tip, and it's like $50 to fucking deliver all that shit because you got to have all them bags and shit. Like, it's crazy.
Only thing is, you want a dedicated car for it. Don't use your personal. I won't use my personal. I'll have a.
How they
dedicated car for it.
Well, there's a few cats that have given a code to how to do a rental fleet and make them pay for themselves. Like, go get your credit to like blah 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 750, and then in that month's time, go get like 6 car leases or something like that. Rent them boys out on Toro and Uber and all that shit, and then they pay for their stuff like over the month. Which, if you want to do it, yeah, it's a cool hustle, but that's just a lot of extra work for real. But it's a cool hustle, and a lot of people do it. But that's what I see they're doing.
Competitor to Enterprise,
yes,
because if you noticed, you can't rent a car in the city of Cleveland easily anymore. At the airport here around, they have sold most of the fleet off during the pandemic because no one's traveling.
And a car sitting, and if a car is sitting, is only costing you money because you still got to pay that car note.
Exactly. So there's a car rental shortage across America. So people have been doing this and coming away clean, like an extra 5-6 bands a month
to do nothing but and all you doing is really seeing what the person is who's written is, like doing a background check of how you do a background check, but checking out their record and then getting your money.
You could lease to people doing Uber Eats and everything, or if you're gonna use your own personal car, write the shit off.
Yeah, what if they take your shit? What type of insurance cover you?
You gotta have the full insurance on that shit.
It's some crazy shit through Toro you gotta have.
You gotta have like the crazy shit. Like, but the crazy shit covers if your car is total too. So if you got a $250,000 car, that coverage is like $1 million. So you'll get your car back. But you just like, that's just in the expenses of, because you know, like you might rent to a rapper or some shit like that and he fucking have a wild night in Miami.
No,
crash the Beamer.
I want rich D-listers. Who want to happen?
You said what?
I want to rent to D-listers.
So you got the budget whips. I got this 07 Lambo for you. Look, if you drive it in the dark, they ain't gonna never know the doors still go up. But you gotta start.
I'm
that
only
bitch
renting the
left.
B's and A's. If you a D-lister, bro, I can't fuck with you. That just means this car ain't coming back.
I mean, no, it means it's gonna be in the video.
True. Very true.
Yeah, that's what it means. It really needs to be in the video. They're not really gonna drive that bitch. So you might be coming out, they might stand on it, but they might come off playing it for real. I might stand on it.
I'm sure go smoke in that motherfucker. I know that much.
Facts. Speaking of, shout out to Freshie making it to GQ magazine. Shout out to the boy.
That. That was fire.
That's a really dope look. Round of applause for that man. Dope look. Music. Kanye, Donda, Drake, CLB, Kendrick, throwing his young bull in there.
Well, I thought it was Baby
King.
I might say I thought it was Baby King, not Kendrick.
Y'all let me finish my intro, man. Y'all let me finish. Baby King winning the meme fight with the Kendrick top of the morning. Let's get this shit.
I was so annoyed with that and like at the same time.
But look, see, here's how the internet works though. Y'all saw recently Fat Joe, Drake, Khaled together, right?
Okay.
I'm pretty sure that was a calculated move by the team to tell Khaled, take your shirt off, do something fancy, do some dance to Way Too Sexy. You're memeable. It'll take off. It tried. It was like a roller coaster. It was like, and then Baby Keem dropped, and that top of the morning, and it's just funny. It's just because it's pure. It's that Way Too Sexy is too clean. It's not gritty enough.
Way Too Sexy is not fire at all. I'm sorry. It's catchy, but it's not fire.
It's
catchy.
But it's true.
That I was trying to really find the pocket that Kendrick was trying. The first time I heard it, I was trying to find the pocket. Like he's trying to do something different.
He's trying and he's pushing it, and I'm not mad at it because even with the that song itself, Range Brothers. Like that alone is one of them songs where it's like, oh, this is on a different rhythm. So I even gotta
not a range.
Catch. Yeah, I gotta catch it because it's a different bounce. And Kendrick uses his voice as an instrument. So him doing the top of the morning, hitting them T's on it. Who's that on the engineering on that? That's
Who
probably
are you right now? Who the hell are you right now?
That's Ali.
You're not even Juice. Who am I even listening to? I've never heard Juice give this much praise to Kendrick before in his life.
It's really Baby King.
Who the hell you think you is?
It's really Baby King using Kendrick's style in the best way. Because in doses, Kendrick is a palate cleaner. Like he comes in, it's abrupt and it changes the energy of a track. So him coming in on things and him talking this shit, it's refreshing to hear because it's just his ad libs, his bars is different. Is Baby Keem's like that as well. I told my girl, I was like, you gotta listen to it. You gotta listen to the verse, and he will finish it in the ad libs. If you're only listening to the verse, you're not gonna really understand it because he's jumping around in it. But if you're on the ad libs and the verse, you can understand that they're actually telling a story and they're getting through somewhere. So if that alone is like, oh, that I fuck with that because it's playing with my mind on some musical shit. But
that's some old shit too.
That's some old shit.
The funny part. That's some old shit.
His songwriting better.
His songwriting's better. His musical composition is better. I think Kendrick could be a good producer. Baby Keem produced all of the songs on his album except for one, I think he said.
Or co-produced.
Or
it was like 16 tracks. Yeah. He either produce or co-produce. Like, I think it's like 16 tracks on there, some shit like that.
So that's a testament to Baby Keem knowing his own voice, and you can't even because I see it like Wayne and Drake. If Kendrick is Wayne was still at his peak when Drake came along, but Drake still needed to grow into him being confident in himself. This album from Baby Keem didn't seem like anything he had dropped before. It was very melodic, like how you said. But in between the melodicness of it, you're getting those funny, bring your bitch over here, man. type bars, and it sounds good because
that bitch.
Where is that bitch?
I can't believe you put that on there, to be honest.
It brings me back to a place of like, oh man, it's just like a kid in his closet just messing around and making some dope shit. It keeps me in that place with most of his bars. So well, what are you doing? It looks, I know you're in the refrigerator, but it's like you're touching the whole strains itself. This nigga got a chicken strip. I don't know what you just ate. This nigga.
It's more like he doesn't want to be a rapper. He just wants to introduce new flows to the game.
See,
I feel that. I can feel that.
He's in like 4 or 5 different pockets on every song.
True. Very true.
Man.
It's a little everywhere at times. It's a little everywhere at times. Sometimes.
See, but
I'm not mad at it. I'm just saying it's a little everywhere at times.
Are you creating flows for who? Are you creating flows for people to take? Are you creating flows to say you're the best? Because people know you're the best. Like,
Didn't he say he was doing it he make music for himself or some shit like that?
Yeah, that's fucking stupid. Don't put it out there. Prince didn't put it out. Prince didn't put it out. He said he made music for himself, and the shit that he kept for himself, he wanted to keep for himself. Don't ever put out my music. If you don't want to put out music, don't put out music. Nobody is forcing people to make music. We are not holding a gun to Rihanna's head. Rihanna is a fashion.
Yeah, we are. Yeah, the fuck we are.
No, hey, look, she don't never have to say another hey again.
You really don't. That's that Fenty shit's going.
You say what, Sample?
We ain't getting no music from Rihanna, man.
No, she spends most of her days coordinating outfits with her boyfriend, A$AP Rocky. A$AP Rocky's never making music again.
I don't think she's coordinating. I've seen a whole photo lineup of her in just his clothes.
Yes, I saw that too. I actually.
Are you serious?
And then she remixed it into a crop top or some baggy jeans or something like that. It's swaggy as fuck, and they look happy. They look so happy. You will never get another A$AP Rocky #1 hit because he's that happy. There will not, like, unless he does.
Does he do some shit with Tyler or Rihanna?
Unless he does it with Rihanna, but it's Rihanna's comeback. Like, that's her single featuring A$AP Rocky. That's why we go.
He is Beyonce, and she's.
You said who is?
Yeah,
but Beyonce still
A$AP Rocky.
Music.
I'm saying, but
in relation,
Rihanna's the big B.
Yeah,
She's Rihanna. She got the big B under her now, and Jay-Z had to be. No, did Jay-Z have to be first? Yes, Jay-Z had to be first, and then Beyonce dropped the Ivy Park line, and that's when her stock went up to that billionaire level. But Rihanna, she did it on her Kylie Jenner style. It's all solo on her own, off her own swag, which is respectable. Like,
I'm just trying to figure out how A$AP living.
What you mean, lovely? Because look, he got his own. They're so rich, they get shit for free now. So all the shit that he would have spent money on, like clothes and traveling and shit like that, Rihanna got a hookup. She got a company card. She ain't paying for that jet for real. That's a tax write-off. They go on the fashion week. It's a tax write-off. They got matching Walmart suits. Tax write-off.
What's Walmart though, my nigga? Walmart.
Whatever they doing, like we can't even imagine what would the flex of Rihanna was already flexing on us. Do you understand? She was already talking shit to us. It was already the best we ever had. Now she got $1 billion. Now she's cute. She's cute Oprah. Oprah was only getting the attention she was getting because we thought the $1 billion was so far away. She wasn't even a billionaire for that long. Her shit went down a couple times. It had to go back up because she wasn't over the $1 billion that much. The billionaires we have now are over it a couple times. We know what the news look like. They dropped already. It's Rihanna, big B's.
So Rihanna's the B.
Except Rocky's on the side of her just trying to look pretty as hell. He was like, all I gotta do is look jiggy and pretty.
It just made me think about like that whole little infamous kiss right after Chris Brown and her just got done with each other. It's like, damn, if that shit would have happened earlier on, how would shit would have turned out? How would the music would have turned out? Because they both would still make music.
I mean, look though, if I'm remembering correctly, he kissed Rihanna, right? Or Rihanna kissed him.
I don't know. I know it happened. They both looked at her. Well, no, he looked at her with happy. She was in low shock.
Yeah. He looked happy as hell. He looked happy as hell. Either way, they fit better than Drake and Rihanna, Chris Brown and Rihanna, the billionaire and Rihanna, because they just two pretty bitches. Did somebody walk in the room?
Yeah, the child did.
It's center stage, man. Center stage. It's spread out to it. It's dope. That's so. You never really have to pan in again. That's wild. I'm very happy that they're together because I feel like they'll make like the swaggiest little baby ever. Like just a
jiggy ass baby,
a jiggy kid, a young jiggy Lord. Lord's never worry.
They probably had a baby in Louis Vuitton type shit.
Ooh, the baby will have motherfucking go yard.
She gave birth on Louis Vuitton sheets
and umbilical cord.
It made no damn sense.
I know. You gotta wrap the umbilical cord and go yard. Damn, what was I about to say? Lord's Never Worry is a mixtape that I forgot about. ASAP Mob, Lord's Never Worry. It's them on the cover. Like it looks like an old 2000s cover. It's all in flames and shit like that. You know what I'm talking about because we listen to this shit over and over again.
I feel like I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
We definitely know, but we haven't thought about it in so long. It was like their first, like the first time we got a collection of their music together, so we can hear all of the different ASAP Mob members. It was their first compilation album. If you do remember, if you don't remember it, go back and listen to it. It's a great listen. It'll bring you right back to your all black and upside down A's.
I think ASAP Ferg had the llama joint on his bitch. With the llamas on there, yeah. That was a very good. Because he's talking about the straps, but that was a good song. Just purely like damn. That was a good song.
Ferg, I am proud that Ferg became a superstar. Superstar. You can say superstars at points of times. And now I would say he's more of like an OT Genesis, which isn't bad either.
OT Genesis is very weird, but
he stayed with a banger.
But his bangers are comical. Most of them are comical. Like his new joint is like is almost It's not realistic. It's like in a real rap world, it's like
I haven't heard his new joint. I haven't heard
it. He got a new one. And it's in pure OT fashion, like almost like not the Keisha Cole joint, but like what's the one he did right before that? No, that's what I said. It's not like that. He definitely rapping, but it's like it's nothing like Coco. Like when he first came out with the Coco, and it was a thing, and it was like, all right, cool. But like this one is more so like it got a little bit of humor to it, but then it's serious at the same time. So that's the only difference. Like, cause like the Keisha Cole shit was just straight humor.
Yeah.
The whole like I look good shit was straight humor. This one, he's bouncing back and forth, and I'm like, oh, I didn't. All right, nigga, you gonna still kill a nigga? All right.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Make me laugh.
I'm not too well versed on OT Genesis Catwalk. I just know when I hear something and they're like, oh, this is OT Genesis. I'm like, God damn, good job, OT.
To me, right now, he living off of singles. Right now, he can make a single and never need to make a tape.
There's nothing wrong with that. Absolutely nothing wrong with that, because if you can go out on stage and rock it for 15, 25 minutes, like that's a good set. Like you can go to any festival and be a nice add-on. Like here's 25 minutes of OT Genesis back-to-back hits. You about to go crazy to Coco for 5 minutes. That's not a bad thing for Uzi.
For Uzi.
Now,
I was making me think about the new track that Uzi did with me. It was like,
yeah, it was cool.
Yeah, it was like
cool.
A couple things they could have said for the punchline was like, all right, you kind of missed right there. You could have said something cooler, but I'll take this, I guess.
Here's my thing with me. He's not cool. Not cool. I don't find him to be cool. I don't see a cool nigga. He don't dress cool to me. He don't like the shit he tweet about is not cool for a millionaire or a person that knows billionaire friends. Like the way he handles his beefs is not cool. It's not gangster. It never has been gangster. It just don't, all of it don't match. And when the music comes on, I'm like, he's a good rapper. But I don't believe anything you're saying. So I don't know where he really falls on the ranking anymore. Like that Drake shit really fucked him up. Like that beef with Drake, it exposed a lot, and maybe it has to do with him not being cool with Ross right now. So like the machine
cool with Ross right now.
He want his masters back from Ross. Which I mean, I get that. You talk about you're a boss and you got this and that, and you want to do this and that, but you still owe niggas money. You gotta buy yourself out the masters, player. Like that's how I gotta go. That's the business.
Using Meek Masters to pay the or to pay for the grass to get cut at the mansion.
Basically, yes. Because
that's what he said.
No. But Ross don't need that. He don't need the masters. He's a Wingstop mode. Like there's no like there ain't no. As soon as you start to make that franchise money, those are traps. You got 50 traps. Like you making money. Like you're good. The music shit is obviously he does that shit for fun, but it's business as well. You probably owe that man some back end. You probably owe that man some recouping because lawyer fees, not going on tour for a year and a half. Like there's a lot going on where you probably still got paid and shit got taken care of. You gotta drop some shit, player. you gotta go make some money back real quick because you ain't gonna get out this contract until you pay him back.
My biggest thing with him is just like you said, how he handles everything. It's like you could have definitely handled this better. I get you from Philly, but get you a different stylist. Beforehand, you was looking awkward and all your shit. Now you just need a completely different stylist.
Even with him going on Clubhouse, trying to intimidate academics, getting in an argument with 6ix9ine, now going back on Twitter to add to the Karen Civil burn down on the internet. but then Karen Civil helping him out, like as I've heard rumors from academics that Meek maybe assaulted a woman and broke into Nicki's house before, and just all type of shit where I'm like, Meek, tell me something redeeming about you where it's not I do this for the gutter, for the streets. Like, yeah, but them niggas got NBA YoungBoy too. and he's living and rapping with what you want to live and rap. And you about to be 31, 32, bro. You gotta like, how many more gun bars you got in you? Like, can
apparently
you even,
a lot more? How many guns is out there?
There's a lot of guns out there. There's a lot of guns.
There's a lot of gun bars there.
It's an increase in gun bars. I'm not saying that he can't make good music because I've seen him do it. It's just the fact of what is his content he's rapping about, because he seems like he's living a double life.
And I was about to say that was my second thing. It's like your content is everywhere, and at this point, you need to kind of find something new, my friend.
Find something, just find a hobby. Like, Lupe, he found samuraiism. He found samuraiism. He became one with self.
One with self. He became one with the ninjas.
Yeah, so I think Meek needs to, like, that riding bike shit is too loud. He can't think. He needs to like do some peaceful shit like sand art. He can rap about sand art. I feel like if Meek started doing sand art, had a bonsai tree, he centered himself, he could be a superstar again. What happened to Wale? This nigga Wale fell off. Crying on Twitter.
Wale had a baby.
Man, well, congrats to him. Yeah, congrats to him.
Wale had a baby and realized nobody cared about poetry anymore.
Wale is independent. And the single he dropped recently was a great single, but he was independent. And when you're not on the label, that shit goes nowhere. Just like for Trippie Redd, I know how independent Trippie Redd was. He's with 10K Productions, which is the son of
Lucian Grange,
who's big dog. So is that independent? It's connections. You got connections, but his marketing budget is well, I'm talking about like an independent record label type thing, or a indie label, I should say. His marketing budget is greatly lessened, and this album, which is pretty good and it has a lot of viral moments for the backflips, did not get as pushed as his other projects did, where he was probably on like Interscope or something like that. So I'm seeing the difference between being on the majors and then being on like E1, 10K, these indie labels, and like you getting your cut of the money, but you're not getting the full push. Vince Staples moves like he's on the independent, but he's signed to a major. But it's the what do you call it? It's the marketing after the album that shows you how much money that they really want to put into you, because they'll keep pushing you on the thing. That Big Sean album came out. They pushed him on every podcast they could to talk about mental health. That thing did not chart higher than like 10 or 12 or something like that. We were not going for that forced marketing. We didn't like that album at all. We didn't like who he was coming out centered and talking about therapy and shit. We wanted to hear some boys and dicks. Like it was stand on my money, but my dick is long. My dick fall out on a roller coaster. He was saying all that wild shit. Big Sean. Don't act like you don't know a Big Sean verse.
Boy.
Something about his dick and his money being long, something like that. Like, that's all he did. That Janae chick fucked him up. But
got him centered.
All that being said, watch out for the how they market independence now. because you think your favorite artist has fallen off. They just maybe have gone more of an indie route, signed to a publishing deal, or signed to a distribution deal. And
it really show you your cult fans too. Because like I just think about it when you go to a concert and you realize like all these people know the words. And and then you just realize like I really got some mainstream ears because I ain't never heard this nigga before.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't never heard this song. I ain't even seen you before.
I felt like that during me watching the VMAs, and I was like, "Who is Rodrigo?"
Rodrigo.
No, who's the chick? The chick that's super popular right now, Stephanie Rodrigo or Stephanie? No, or
exactly. I'm still trying to understand who the bodega chick come from. Like I
the
heard
bodega chick,
like Boomal Majorion's just to go to bodega. If it wasn't for Nicki's first two lines,
I put
that song.
Go to the bodega. Go to the bodega.
Like
like stuff like that.
She said she put her jewelry on just to what?
Go to the bodega. Go to the bodega.
Talking big shit.
Either way, all I'm saying is these new artists out here, man. You gotta be mindful of them because you might get passed up. I only know Lil Nas X and the Baby from the VMAs, and I was like, damn, man.
I didn't watch nothing.
I didn't even know Justin Bieber was out here still killing shit. This nigga's talented. He's been killing shit since he was like 9. Like, this nigga's talented. This is talented.
He is literally the new Usher.
I mean,
Usher been on here since he was like, what, 12, 14?
We just don't forget about Chris. We ain't about to forget about
I'm
Chris.
sorry, Chris been out here since he's 16. He's been killing shit too.
Nah, man, I was 14, something like that. Like, man, he was out here. He was out here dancing.
I don't know that. When he was out here with Jewel Santana, I don't know how old he was.
He was trying to run it.
I thought you were gonna get it.
Oh man, I'm trying to think of anything else. Oh man, have you seen What If? Are you watching What If at all?
The hell you talking about?
You're not watching What If? Oh man, I'm ashamed of you.
Are you talking for the Marvel?
Yeah, man.
No, I couldn't get into it, bro. It was the whole chick
crazy.
being. It was her being Captain America, and I was like,
nigga, it's one episode.
Right. It was one episode. I know it was, and then I know the next one. I was like, I can't dive into it right now because my mind can't take it unless they all out. I can't because when I was watching it was only the first 2 episodes.
I'm saying, but they don't connect at all.
I know they don't connect, but I'm thinking it connects to the regular Marvel shit because it's still alternate universes all in all.
There are connections to like the comic books that these stories come from, sort of. But it's like the basis, as what my YouTube videos explain, is this is helping you understand how the multiverses are going to work. Like, you're going to have these cataclysmic things happen, and you're going to see your favorite people die again or be turned into something else or be Iron Maiden or something like that. And that's how they're going to bring in certain new characters, the X-Men and all that shit. Like, that's what they're creating.
I feel like they did this for the stupid people who don't understand the concept of multiverses, but yeah.
Well, yeah, people don't. And the shit, excuse me. The shit is good. The shit is really good. You get to see like Killmonger be a winner and Iron Man and Black Panther and all the good shit. I thought she would be watching it. I like it.
I waited on it. I figured it's not important. That's why I was like, it's not really going with anything, so I can get into it at any time.
Okay. Well,
what I am excited for is Carnage. Big drop.
Yep.
And then the new Spider-Man. Oh my God. Everybody's supposed to be in it. It looks like it's going to be amazing.
I hope it's going to be good. I am
Tobey Maguire in it. So fun.
Don't get me overexcited here, sir. I
wish
hope
they
they
put
do
Miles
them
in it,
justice. See, but then they got to cast them. They haven't casted them.
I'm fine
They
with
haven't casted them yet. So
we know of.
He'll swing in and he'll be in his suit, but not take off his mask.
We won't know his Miles, and he won't even know he's a Spider-Man until it's later on. Type shit. They gonna try to do like a little quick glance at him. It's like he could be Miles.
Tom Hardy's too much of their golden boy right now for us to like them to steal that because he'll be the new Black Panther type dude. Like he'll be that type of.
He'll be the new face.
He'll be the one.
Fired up.
He'll be the one.
It reminds me of the video game. He'll be fired because the new Spider-Man coming out next year. So.
Right, and Wolverine is coming out. Have you seen the trailer for Wolverine?
I'm so for the Wolverine. I'm so for over Spider-Man.
They had to get a patent on new gruesome killing and dismembering for that game alone. I don't even know what that. I didn't even.
I think they put an R Wolverine too, as that Wolverine.
What you mean R Wolverine? Like the
original Wolverine from all the X-Men and Wolverine something. I think they're using that Wolverine, and not like the old '90s cartoon Wolverine type shit.
So you talking about X-Men, like the movie Wolverine instead of the comic book Wolverine, like the classic yellow Wolverine,
like the drawing,
or Old Man Logan.
Like him. I'm thinking it's based on him, like the whole drawing, the voice and everything. I'm thinking it's him who's doing the actual Wolverine shit.
I think he stepped away from that role.
I mean, it's just a video game.
I know, but like, well, yeah. I mean, Tony Stark came back for what if? So they do come back for the little shit too. So I don't know. Maybe they hit the bat for that. I'm excited. I'm a nerd. I'm excited for all of it. Like all of the shit sounds cool. There's a new Pokemon that's like Zelda about to drop. That shit about to be hard. Motherfucking Power Rangers keep playing with me. Like they got all type of fucking raw fighting games and fucking they need to drop another movie.
Yeah, I got beat up by a little kid, but I came back.
You got beat up by a little kid though. Is what the problem is.
I got beat up. That little nigga got me in that.
Little kids are geniuses.
But I ain't never played Power Rangers before. I didn't even know that was a real game. I was like, y'all got video games for Power Rangers?
He got
came back with his ass. Bruh, he was showing me stuff that I didn't even know you can do. I fought in Megazord form. I was like, wait a minute. I can transform.
Yeah, man. It's crazy. You gotta keep up with the kids. I think we got through a lot of what I wanted to talk about. Nicki Minaj didn't take the vax.
Did you see Brittany Renner? So before we get into Brittany Renner, just saw a clip come out on about Nicki and her husband trying to give hush money out to the rapist, attempted rape victim.
The attempted rape victim, but it happened today. She already went on the reel and gave them a story already.
That's what I'm saying. But I think it's weird. Just like they've been out the scene for like, I don't know, like 2-3 years now. So it's like, why are you worried about this now?
Well,
why are you worried about your reputation now?
A conspiracy.
Oh wait, no, it did come out 9 months ago.
There's a conspiracy saying that she said the vax shit to distract from the fact that her husband's accuser was going on the reel. So she wanted to distract by like getting that popping and not having people talk about.
So she was trying to say that she had vaccine or not vaccine, but she had COVID or some shit.
Well, that's why she didn't go to the VMAs. But I think now it was to shield away from the story being about her husband instead of about being vaccinated.
Okay.
Yeah. Brittany Renner is out here trolling. She is a fine girl and she knows that she's funny and she's got the bag from her NBA player simp baby daddy. I have no sympathy for him. He's even if she was the love of your life, bro, you're an NBA player. You should know better. Your fault. I don't care if you're 19. I don't care if you're 20. You should be more mature if you want to run an NBA team. Everybody you got, sir. Stay black.
Like, no, I don't think it's the thing that he got because everybody get got. I think it's for the amount that she ran up on him for. It's like almost like it's like damn, like to realistically see, like it's like everybody get to see it play out because they actually follow it. So that everybody get to witness, like, oh, you just came up on a bag by doing what?
And it worked. And it worked is the thing. And it worked.
Mind blowing.
T.I. got acquitted of them charges. The charges got dropped. Now they said that the statute of limitations was up, but a win is a win. I'm sorry.
When about them about him and his girl drugging a girl?
Him and his girl drugging a slew of women, as it was said, but it all happened over 7 years ago. It said so. The statute of limitations are up. Yeah, that's crazy, right? So like, I don't know to be happy for him or to be like, nigga, you got away on a technicality, but that's the law. That's the flipping law. That's the flipping law. It works for you sometimes, and sometimes it doesn't.
All right. I know that nigga was smart. He kept the girl's mouth shut for 7 years somehow. He probably did. He's probably playing hush money for a certain amount of time, and then it got close. He like, all right, I'm almost done with this. You know what? We're gonna cut it short.
For real, it be like that sometimes, where it's like they'll wait it out, and then when that 7 year come up, they're like, let's push the button on and see what we can get out of it. Deshaun Watson is still not playing for the Texans. That's just a connection of some old or some men doing some freaky shit with women that they shouldn't be doing. He is still sitting out and not playing football.
Wait, what happened? Deshaun Watson.
Yeah, the Deshaun Watson, the quarterback for the Houston Texans, who was giving some massages and he was asking bitches to suck him off and shit.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Doing nasty nigga shit. Just doing freaky nigga shit. Rich nigga shit. I think the Texans snitched on them and they pushed the button on that story because they got what they wanted. They wanted to tarnish his reputation. And if he wasn't going to play for us, he was going to sit the year, but he wasn't going to be happy and get his money and all that shit.
I want to know what he actually did illegal. Like, you're asking for you to do extra work at work. Now, was it because he asked you at work? Or is it because he asked you in general? Because you're not
supposed to ask.
I'm just saying. I know you're not supposed to ask.
Yeah.
So why is there a rule against just asking for favors?
Somewhere I probably doing it because he had a name for it. So like, I mean, he had a name around the town for it. So some were doing it. So some were definitely doing it, getting that cheddar. Some probably said, no, that shit, I'm cool. I'm a real professional person. You ain't about to have me out here jerking your meat.
I'm just saying, they gotta be some righteous young women. Because if you don't risk it all to not play, to miss this year bad,
he's not hurt.
Be paying top coin. Like, that makes no sense.
He's in his prime, sitting out a year. Craziness.
Like, for that, just for a quick little 5-second hand job, like, bruh. The professionals, I'm assuming it's 5 seconds.
All right, let's wrap it up, man. Let's wrap it up. Let's go around to what we're reading, watching, or listening to. Tell these people what you got for them.
What we got for you guys today? We have. Well, if you guys didn't know, Walking Dead is still on TV.
Nigga, really? God damn.
Yes. I think somebody told me this last season. I'm like, I don't really know. Don't really care. So
a lot of the Walking
still
Dead,
waiting for him to tie it off. Yeah, it was like season 11. It's been a long time. Long time. And the only original person that's still there is Daryl. The two women, so Carol and I forget the other girl, Maggie. Those are the only original people still there from the first season.
That's stupid.
That's about it. Oh, and the baby grew up.
The baby grew up. The baby's
grew up.
The baby's a stone cold killer.
I mean, she ain't to be fucked with. Okay. That's about it. She ain't to be fucked with. I'll give you that much. What else we watching? What's on Netflix? Shit, ain't nothing on Netflix. Shit, man, ain't really nothing on HBO because I think Titans just ended.
Oh, it did? Damn.
Titans is good.
I'm watching it. Don't ruin it for me.
My boy Red Hood is a savage. I mean, just a savage.
I'm about to watch it as soon as I get off of this.
I wish Dave was Wu-Tang Clan. That's what it was. Wu-Tang Clan is back. First 3 episodes dropped. Fire. Say the 4th episode.
No.
Fuck you.
You can't tell me that man doesn't sound like DMX. RZA sounds like DMX.
Hey, look.
That nigga.
I don't know how they casted him. Why they casted him? Man, like
he is
Ghostface Killer. Devon Lover, Ghostface Killer, perfect.
Good.
Shy, perfect.
RZA sounds like DMX.
Bruh. ODB, perfect.
Bro.
Even I can get over Dave East sometimes. But my main thing with Dave East is he is too Dave East. I'm hearing too much Dave East. No method.
Yeah.
Like his little freestyle was weak. But bottom line, it was like, nigga, who are you?
Nigga sound like fake ass DMX.
You know why he got the job though?
The talking and the patterns and shit like that.
You know why he got the job?
Why?
In my eyes, he got the job because he did Equalizer 2 with fucking Denzel Washington. You do it with Denzel, you get paid.
Oh, he was in a movie with
Equalizer 2 with Denzel Washington. I need to hear it up.
I know. All right, yo, are you listening and reading anything?
No, other than new drops, no, I'm good.
Sample God, you got anything you're reading, watching, listening to, sir?
Reading, trying to pick up a new coding language. I'm trying to pick Java. I want to get into application development. I want to actually try to build a web app.
Yeah. I like your speed.
Never too bad to have those type of
at all.
That type was in your arsenal book.
Hell yeah.
Watching. I'm a friend of the show, so I pay for the $25 version of the Joe Budden.
Damn. Work. How is that? Is it
what you get extra with that?
I damn near get 5-6 pods a week.
Damn. Okay. Yeah, I'm at the tier 1. Whatever tier 1 is, that's where I'm at. But that's a lot of pod. I don't know.
I've got rid of the Flagrant 2, and I just switched all my money over to that. I get more enjoyment out of least of that channel now.
I see now. Flagrant 2 has gone way down in like content wise, right? I fuck with their movement though more than anything. But you know who got my money now? No Jumper. White Hot Underbelly. I'm heavy on the White Hot Underbelly right now.
Not hip.
Are y'all hip to White Hot? Are y'all hip to White Hot Underbelly at all? No.
Nope.
So it's a guy. He interviews people from Skid Row. So he interviews pimps, meth heads, crackheads, gangsters, reformed gangsters, prostitutes, like pretty much anybody you can find on Skid Row. And it's just like these black and white, these intimate conversations. He's behind the camera, and the camera's just on them. And he asks them questions about their life story. And they're usually like, yeah, parents are on were on crack, or they died early or something like that, and I had to go fend for myself. These types of stories, and I got lost on it because I got there was a girl that got on No Jumper who was on Skid Row but was like a good singer or rapper or something like that, and she made it out of there and like is doing music now. So that's where I like stumbled across this page. But then it's like, I don't want to watch all this like addiction and all this sorrow. But then you get into the pimps. The pimps is where I was like, this is a very, very interesting conversation. You start to see how their makeup is and how they treat their women and treat their bitches. And you learn about the ism. The ism. When you learn about the ism, you're like, I see how you can be born with it and not be like you gotta either be taught it or you're just born with it and shit like that. So White Hot Under. I'm sorry. It's I didn't let you finish, but that is a great YouTube channel.
And listening to of course the Melodic Blue by
Baby Keem. It's good. It's solid. It's very, very solid.
Let's get this shit.
Yeah. Still reading Jurassic Park. Need to finish that book. I keep going off and on with it. White Hot Underbelly is pretty good. I'm watching some manga recaps on YouTube. I'm watching Curb Your Enthusiasm with Larry David. Lego Masters just went to the finale. Great season. I'm listening to the new A-Reese, South African rapper who just dropped a new project. That's it. That's it, man. Thank y'all for coming back, talking shit with me one more again. I appreciate y'all, audience. We will make this more frequently. We're coming. Don't worry, back in studio sooner than later. We will be here. Colored Radio. Keem Walk in the building.
Squad, nigga.
Sample Guy. Go Studios.
Yes, sir.
Gang. I am Jus Shrug, your illustrious host. This is Colored Radio. Play that funky music.